I think I'm gonna work on I have a branch which is what is it? List or something. What is it? How do you list branches again? List. That's what I tried, isn't it? Ah, it's not here. That's right. Um, Actually, let's leave. Hang on a second. What am I doing? Let's just move. Let's just leave that for a sec. Never mind me. What I'll do is I'm just gonna check out a fresh one. Um, ah, what I'm just gonna do is I have this branch. Before it gets out of hand, I just want to rebase it with master before it gets too out of hand. Since it's been a while since I've done that. How's it going? Before I do that, I'm gonna format some of the files because let's see. Let's just see. Something to do with the comments here. Oh. Actually, let's just check what's different. Just want to check what got formatted. So it looks like everything got formatted. Alright, let's just do that then. I gotta. I don't want to format that. Hang on. What do we do? That one. So we can. I haven't checked the chat yet. I'll check it in a sec. Wait. All right. Oh, another error. What is that? 212. Okay. Let's just try this. Oh, that's all right. All right, I'll check the chat. Sorry. Savages. OnlyFans. Get out of here. Alright, what I want to do is alright, so we're gonna have a bunch of conflicts. Oh, not too many. That's pretty good. Let's have a look what we got. Parser. Alright, let's look for conflicts. Alright. All right. What do we got here? Okay. We got label. Don't know if we need that. Okay. What's going on here? Didn't delete and expect semicolon from there, did I? No. No. Okay. Looks all right. We don't need these lines. We don't need these line checks with the semicolon branch. So I should make sure I got rid of them up above. That looks good. This is good. We don't need the line anymore on this branch. Might need it there. All right. Fuck, how many conflicts are there? I fear there's going to be a lot, but we'll get through them. Alright. I want to do it now, otherwise it's going to get out of hand, and it's going to be impossible for me to rebase. Well, not impossible, but it'll be a real pain in the ass if I leave it much longer. And after I finish merging these branches, I'm going to start implementing error recovery in the parser and collection of errors. So instead of failing on one error, you'll be able to get all the errors from all the different files instead of just panicking. And also the parser will recover from errors, so it'll go to like the next statement. But first I want to do this because it's been bugging me for a while. It's probably boring, but then you can see someone fix conflicts. So it shouldn't take too long. So we need to see these expect semis. This is from the automatic semicolon insertion branch. This fixes, it makes a lot of stuff easier. We haven't decided if we're going to use that or not, but I want to keep that branch up to date. I don't want to let it just rot. So in this case, statements, we need. So what I'll do is. Actually, that looks good. We may need, actually I don't think we need that for the 4. So here we just need these expect semicolon. No, we just need this. And I think that's good. That looks good. Alright, so there's no more conflicts in this file. We had conflicts in scanner and syntax test. Well, that doesn't matter. We can just wipe that. So here we do need this. And we don't need that anymore. So we need this for this. Hang on. No, sorry. ISBR. ISBR. All right. All right. Let's see if we busted everything, which I'm sure we did. I highly doubt that it's going to work now, but we'll see. Let's open the syntax test because I tried to merge this file. I might have had some extra stuff in here. Why did it try and merge? What's going on here? So we had okay, yeah, we had these. So what have I done? Spelled thread wrong. That's one thing I've done. Okay, yeah, it was just this. So this one just had that and that. Oh, that, I don't know if we're going to leave that as an error. So let's just do this. Alright. Oh, let's see if this passes. Highly unlikely. Alright, well, there's a problem. 16, 18. So what have I done? Statements. Okay, this is just this. Hey, that's good. Can go. Yikes. Alright. So line is not needed here. Can go. Token from ident. Okay, that's been renamed. So let's fix that. Oops. Just write that. Okay, so this is token.from string now. Okay. I think it, hang on, token from string. Oh, it's probably, from string tinyb, because there was a, yeah, there was an error with overriding from string methods. So I just called it that. Okay. Not too bad, not looking too bad. Alright, so we don't need a line here. I don't think. Let me just check something. Pretty sure we don't. I don't think we do. We might need that anyway, so let's actually let's just add a line for now. Might not need that, we'll fix that in a sec. Alright. So what does it take? It takes expecting semi. Oh, that's right. So 1389. Oh yeah, so this should be true. Oh, let's see what happens. Alright. So after we're missing something, let's have a look. So basically, because I've obviously deleted something or didn't merge it properly, there should have been after an if. Okay, so that's a comp time if. So I know what that is. So that is time. That is what code I was looking at before actually and questioning what I should do. So now if should handle that. So if expression so what have I done? Something to do with this. 28. There should be actually let's try something. That's not good. Alright, so okay, so after here attributes, it should have been checking for we should have been doing expect semi, but we weren't for some reason. Or is it done after? That's weird. Should be here, I think. It's not good. Okay, so it could be here. It is here. Oh, what the fuck? Let's just try something. Okay, so definitely a problem after attributes. The same problem here. So, but this should be handled by this. Should be handled here, but for some reason, hang on. Why is that doing that? Oh, hang on. Expecting. Oh, so I didn't insert it properly in the scanner. So I messed something up. So in scanner, I mustn't have inserted it. I must have messed up the code for insert semi. So it's probably not even doing anything, maybe insert semi. Okay, here we go. If insert semi return. Okay, so hang on. Let's see. Okay, so CBR, sorry, RSBR, we are inserting semicolon. What the hell? Did I save scanner? That is weird. What is going on? So let's check after this. Let's just panic p.talk. It should be module. Let's just print it. It is semicolon. What the fuck? Hang on a minute. What's going on? So I've messed something else up. So we have a semicolon here. We do expect semi. And then for some reason we're expecting another one. So let's check top statement. Attributes. Let's check if we got to here. Okay, so we got there, we got the module. So why are we expect, wait a minute. We got here, we got to module, unknown top statement. So we've inserted, no, we have module. So after main, okay, so I know what I've done. I have, there should be expect semi after module. So module should be here. Should be here. I've accidentally deleted it. So should be here. So well, I could just do, let's just do module name. Well, that should fix that. Oh, perfect. So now we've got interface. Okay, so after, this is good. After the embedded interface, we need to expect semicolon. So let's do that. It looks like this might not be too painful after all. So here we go. After this embedded interface, which is here, we can do, or let's just do after here. Well, actually, if we got that, then let's do it here. It should be here. Oh no, we've got it. Well, no, because in this case, if we do it here, else would expect here. This one we need to do here, I guess. Let's move the, let's do this. Let's put this here. Let's comment this one. I wonder why I was using expect semicolon instead of expect semi. I mean, this is a faster method, this one. Well, let's just try this. Oh, hang on. Here, we need to do it up here. Has to go here. Oh, hang on. Oh, because we're checking the line. Okay, so instead of that, we can do if, we can make this easier. If p dot toke doesn't equal semicolon. So it's easier. We don't have to check lines. So it makes things a lot easier too like that. I forgot. So we can even just get rid of the line. We don't need that. We can just check semicolons. So if p.toc doesn't equal semicolon, then we've got thing, otherwise an embedded struct. Now, then we just do expect semicolon here, like we had actually. We can just have, let's just comment, let's just do that. That should work. All right, that works. So now we have possibly call. I have, well, that should just be an expression statement. So I've messed up something with expression statements having semicolons. So here I have messed something up. So let's check. I'll check my branch before I merged it. Um, so all right, so so I should have here in before I return expression statement here, there should have been, I've deleted something, so I should have had this. Now let's just paste this in here. That was to do with my comment. I think that is nice. It's not going to fix that. Oh, it did fix that. What? Oh, no, why? Let's get rid of those. So 193 of syntax, we have unexpected token. That's not good. So let's just comment this for a sec. Just something's wrong with calling after a function literal. Okay. Calling here. Must have messed something up. Oh. Actually, I think I completely rewrote that code, maybe. I'll just check it. So. Actually, here we go. Function literal. Alright, so that's good. Now, we may have had a semicolon here, so we may need to expect semicolon here, and that could fix it. Let's try that. Okay, that didn't. All right, no, so we had. Yeah, let me just check scanner. So we had insert semi here. So we should have had, should be expecting a semicolon after here. So why? Okay. After block, or does block take care of that? It might. Hang on a minute, that's not right. What's going on here? Unexpected token. Why have we got that? So after here, let's see what we got. We do have the right token here. Should be a left parenthesis. Okay, it is. So now we should move to call, and something is wrong. So let's go to call expression. Okay. So here, let's check if we got call. Oh, hang on. We're not getting here. We're not getting here. Where are we? Oh, it could be this. No. Oh yeah, it's this. Hang on. It's this, I think. Let's just comment that for a sec. Okay. I think that messed us up. So in this case, we can do, instead of if line equals line, if we can do if we should be able to do if p.toke equals semicolon. Well, let's just let's copy that. Okay. Okay, that should fix it, I think. Alright, that's good. So now I can delete line from up here, but I don't need that. Okay. This can go. Alright, so our next error is this line 1079. We can probably get rid of to 1079. Should be p.toke. So if we can do if p dot equals actually we'll do the same thing again. Okay, that's good. So after comp time Let's have a look. So syntax test. Looks like something to do with the comp time expressions or something. So 363. We have, all right, so after this if, we're probably missing an expect semi. Expecting semi got dollar, hang on. Well, let's check what's going on there. Comp time statement, expect semi after anything but 4. So, all right, so in the case of if, we don't want to do that. We want to do, this is, I think we want, let me just check. Yep, so in the, yeah, we got to do the same thing. Okay, we only want this for, for not if, or, okay, so this will be if expression statements. Expression statement. Yeah, I think that would be. Actually, no. And we need this explanation here, which I had before. If expression eats the final because of content if, I don't want to pig an extra. Anyway, let's just leave that like that. That should fix that. Okay, that fixes that. After this map syntax, we need 2 semicolon on after the line. So we'll do map init. It should be here. Okay. Where is it? Okay, so after, we should be expecting semicolon after. Actually, we don't need a semicolon. Because it's a new line, so yeah, that's a new line. So I guess we can do if, so in, I guess we could do this. Okay, looks good. Unexpected, new, expecting after equals. So that is just. I don't even remember adding that error. Huh. Do not remember adding that error. Huh. Wow. That is weird. What was I trying to do? What was I trying to do here? Oh, because with the I know what it is. With the when you use these, you have to have the infix operator on the same line and then start the new, like I'll show you what I mean. So when you use this, it's the same in Go. Go uses automatic semicolon insertion, and it's the same with them. So when you're using that, you have to make sure that your operator, your infix operator, goes at the end of the line, and then you do that. Okay. All right. Looks like we've passed the syntax test. Beautiful. Now I'm just going to do a quick little test on. Obviously, because of what, actually, due to the fact of what I just mentioned, which is this infix operator, lines having to end with the operator, not the operator on the new line. Due to that fact, we're not going to be able to pass the current compiler because the way that V format currently does it, it's all on that starts on the next line. So let's just make sure that that is the error that we're stopping at. Let's just try pass the compiler and see. Let's just see what happens. Let's see. All right, and we have errored on the exact error I just mentioned. See, because the infix operator is on the new line. So I'm going to call that okay for now. This branch is acceptably up to date. Might be a few little things that need fixing, but we've brought it back from the state that it was in before, which was a sad state, lagging behind many commits. So we will merge that and then we'll work on something else. But I just will test my generics test actually as well. Actually, no, my type of test. I think generics test had an error as well. Let's try the type of. Okay, there's a problem here. Let's try the generics test. Syntax, generic. Okay, I'll just fix these little things and then got EOF. Hang on a minute, what's going on here? Okay. Okay, so we got to the end, but we were expecting a semicolon, got EOF. So, okay, I guess we just need to check if we have. Okay, so if the token isn't EOF, I should be checking that somewhere. So maybe expect, let's do semi. I should do EOF here as well. So I think we should be able to get away with EOF or something like that, possibly. Let's try that. I'm probably not using expect semi, that's why. Let me just check something. All right, let me just do something for a sec. Let me just let's just add a new line. And I'll figure out how to fix that later. All right, that fixes that. And let's get rid of that. It's just somewhere's going to need a semicolon test. I mean an EOF test. So after, okay, we have multiple returns. This is just testing the syntax. Alright, so it's probably saying let's just get rid of one. Alright, so that's, I'm not gonna worry about that because that's I mean let's try something. Let's just do actually let's yeah, I'll call that good. Alright, so we will I'm going to actually restore staged test. All right, now we'll do v format. All right. Well, I can do rebase, continue the rebase. So yeah, rebase continue. Okay. What is this? We have more conflicts. What? What did I do? What? Oh, what the fuck? Parser. Where's the conflict? Oh, here, okay. What? I thought I fixed this. How did this happen? Oh, okay, let's just fix it again. So it was so if we took his comma else. I think that should be alright. I don't think we need the, we might not need this one here. Or do we? We may. Ah, yeah, so we might need. We might need it there. Yeah, okay. Let's just add a note. Well, that's annoying. Maybe I'll finish this later and we'll do something else because this has been boring. I think that's going to be boring if I just sit here doing merge conflicts. So like, what I'll do is I will, yeah, I think I will continue this later and do something else. What do you guys think? You don't really want to see me just going through merge conflicts, do you? I think we'll start to do parser recovery or something. Oh, these are freaking format errors. This is my format source thing. I mean, I can fix these pretty quickly, but I think it shouldn't take too long to fix these. So it would be. Yeah, it won't take long to go through these at all. That's just this one. Okay, that's easy. Yeah, these will take a couple minutes, I think. Oh, why did I have left hand side? Oh, yeah, because we need to not return. That's right. So that's good. Okay. Well, this can be. That's commented now. No. You can get rid of that. I can go. All right. Fuck. I think I messed something up, actually. What is this doing here? Yeah, something's not right here. What have I done? Messed something up there. No, that's right. Thanks, guys. All right, let's see. Did I? Why couldn't it merge that? Why couldn't it figure that out? It's fucked everything up. Just sort of like a simple thing. It's probably my fault. I probably did something stupid or probably didn't merge it properly or something. Oh yeah, that's alright. Oh, this is gone. Okay. Alright, that's good. What else we got? We got we got heaps of stuff. But the other files aren't too big, so I can just hang on, let's have a look. I should be able to just wipe. Hang on a minute. I mean, I can just this file I can just take from I mean, I should just be able to reset this file, shouldn't I? Or is that going to fuck up my merge? Okay. What's the easiest way just to set these to what they were from... Hang on, let me just check something. We are trying to... I mean, I can just do... I don't think anything's changed here. Like, I think that should be a fine. We got Yeah, I know. I didn't think it would be this. I didn't think it would be this this much trouble. Like, yeah, I probably should have done that. You're absolutely right. I probably should have just merged. But I'm just gonna do this. That's what I'm gonna do. V format W source tiny v. Ah. What have I done? Wait, what did I do? I've copied the wrong thing. I have done the wrong thing. That's what I meant to do. Alright. We had gen, parser, type, pref, scanner. Let me just copy this. Okay, looks. Just hang on. Oh, huh. What's going on here? I don't know how that happened. Okay, that's good. I mean, these are just tiny things. It'll take me a second to finish this, so make sure scanner's all good. This is just do this. That doesn't even belong here. I can go, it's gone. Goodbye. Okay. Hang on. What happened here? I think something else should be down here though. Or maybe not. Let me check. Oh no, it's all good. This can go. All right. That's good. All right, and we got, what else we got? So we got scanner, we got position, should be nothing. which is this. Okay, that's all good. That can just got that. That can go that. Okay, that's good. We got token. Okay, which is reload. Stupid. Let's just do. Okay. Let's do. Hang on. Oh, we don't need both of those. How was it in master? Not that it matters, but I'll just check. Alright, so we had this. Just get rid of that. Oh wait, what have I done? Fuck something up. How did this happen? Okay. We got check up. Okay. Wait a minute, what's going on here? What we'll do is all right. I mean, there's like 2 files left, so I'm just gonna... do this. Okay, I think that's all the files. I think that should be right now. Um, I think that should be good. Yay! Success. Alright. We're alright. Well, let's check if we broke anything and I'll just fix it if we did. I probably should have done it before I completed the... Oh, fuck something. Hang on. Let's just do that. Alright. Well, that might have just fucked it actually. No, that should be alright. This was a separate commit. Oops. Why did that happen? What the fuck did I do? You idiot. Fuck. What did I do? Idiot. Yeah, this can be... What the fuck did I do? Ah. And I'm handling it twice. I've got this somewhere else as well. Obviously, I've fucked up the merge. Here, I already had it there. Alright, thank fuck. Alright. Alright. Yeah, this was the format, so it's okay. So only diff should just V format, I think. Anyway, alright. At least that's semi-working, and I think I diverged the branches, but fix that later. I just wanted to update it because I knew if I kept modifying master and then waited even longer to update that branch, it was just going to get harder and harder, take longer and longer. So let's see. Alright, so I want to do error correction, and yeah, I guess we'll start doing error correction and multiple errors. So I want the parser to return multiple errors. I'll check the chat also. I haven't looked at the chat in a while. We got 45 people. What's going on, everyone? Sorry for the boring merge conflicts and me butchering the merge. What kind of emotes have we got in this chat? We need some better emotes. I'll be back in a minute or two, a couple minutes. All right, so what I want to do is I want to have the parser so let's do something. Let's mess something up. For example, let's get rid of this closing brace, and let's try pass this file. Okay, we have unexpected token here, right? So what we can do is we can, instead of erroring, we can advance the parser to the next statement or the next start of an expression, or well, you'd probably go to the next start of a statement or something. So firstly, what we can do is we can add we can have a mode. Well, let's scan mode. So we can have a parser mode where we advance, we recover errors or something. Let's do something. Let's what do we got? Scanner. We've got mode. Just have mode. Okay. We can have errors. We can fix the name of it later, but we'll just call it that for now. And we'll just do mode here. Let's do so what we'll try to do is let's have a look where we're erroring. We're doing unexpected tokens. So in here, when we get to here, we can do something like well, we might have to let me think for a second. No, well, the funny thing is I just removed that paren so I could, because what I'm trying to implement is error recovery in the parser. So I did that on purpose so that I want to have it pass, and then on an error I want to have it go to like the next statement, so that if you do have an error in the code, this will be handy for the interpreter, possibly the REPL. This will be handy for using the parser in some type of tool, like in some type of like instead of like tree sitter or something for an IDE or something like that. There's multiple uses. All right, so what we'll do is also, before we do this, I think what we'll do is we will we will add some type of error collection. So let's say I guess let's have a look at the current part. We can just have an errors struct or something like that, and then just have errors something. Let's have a look at the current parser. V parser. Okay, so we have the similar thing here. We got errors.error. So I guess that's a good idea to make errors module. Let's have a look at that. We can probably even copy that. Oops, what have I done? All right, so we can do, let's for starters, we'll we'll do something similar here. Let's just copy this code for now. All right, and we'll just copy it. We're copying it. So we're going to create a new file. Actually, do we have a directory? We don't have a directory, so we'll tiny v errors. Okay, or should it be called error? Error? I think I'll call it error. Because everything is plural. I mean, everything is singular, not plural. Everything else is. I'll call it error for now. We can change it. It's just a rename if we want. All right. So let's do. Oops. What have I done? Source error. Tiny v error. I'll check the chat. Does it? That's a good point. Okay, well then we'll just okay, well let's just call it errors and then just move and this file is not going to be there anymore. Okay, so what we'll do is we can close this and let's open. Actually, I'll leave that there for now. So we have here token.pos reporter. Let us. Okay, so this is where it's come from. We'll leave that for now. Okay, let's just go to parser. Okay. All right. Okay, so let's go down to our error function. And these are no returns. So what we will do, let's look at the parser here. That is a node error. Okay, so fatal errors. So this one has a fatal errors. Okay, that's a pref. All right, so we could use just a preference, or well, we'll figure that out in a sec. So this returns the error, but error with pos joins it to, it merges it onto errors. Okay. And none of these no return, obviously. So let us, for starters, get rid of these. Okay, and we have error position. So we want to do, well, if let's have a look at this one. Oh. Okay, so let's see. We are collecting some errors. We have well, the reporter can be parser in this case. Okay. And we got file path here as well. Well, we don't need that because in our case, we can always get path from pos. So we can always get the file path from the position if we need. This position always turns back into the file name, the column, offset, line number, etc. So I don't think we need to store the file path in there. So, oh well, actually, hang on. What I want to do is I don't want to do this. Hang on. This is the position struct, so our errors don't need that. Our errors, let's us do something. Let's just, let's undo this. Actually, hang on. Let's undo this for a sec. Okay, now we will do, let us do, in this case, we don't need to do that. can, I mean, error message can even be generated later when we need it. But let's just do it now for now. But this can be generated at any time. It doesn't really need to be generated here. But we can do that. Okay. So let us just print something here, like added error. Now, what's going to happen here? Let's just see what happens out of interest. So, what did I do? 5757. Unexpected name. Pause. These errors are error. Oh, errors. That's why. Errors. Okay. That's why. Okay. And token.pause. Okay. So in this case, let's open our errors, because in our one, this is not going to be. No, that's right. Token.pause is correct. But here, I'm going to use token.pause as token.position. Okay. So our error message takes the position. So let us just for now do p.file.position. See, what I'm thinking is, let's just do that for now. I'll explain what I meant later. All right. So okay. Tiny v. All right. So normally our errors were. See, that's a problem now, because our errors before was no return. Now, let's have a look at v parser. So this returns the errors, okay? So we return an error. What does expression do? Let's see, expression. Okay, so these still panic in a way. Well, these end, I guess, in a way. Oh no, that returns a node error. But in this case, it is returning it. Okay. So node error is an expression in this case. I see what's happening. All right. Let's see. Okay. I'm just thinking if we should do that or we should use like I mean that's the easiest way to get it working for now, as opposed to doing some type of optional or result thing and then turning the result error into like propagating the result everywhere. Sorry, propagating the result or the optional everywhere, and then taking the error from that. Well, let's just do this for now since this is the easiest, because all we do is add a node really. So well, we had which is add a node error or something it was called in the other one, so which is called the same. Yeah, so we had node error and it is a statement or expression. Okay. And fix that. Pass error mode. What does it do in that mode? Oh, pass error node. I get what you're saying. Well, that's the easiest way for now because it doesn't really require modifying any of the other methods. And I guess that way, when you're traversing the AST, you can still dump out the position where you had the error. So it's kind of handy in that sense. You could also, I mean, yeah, we're doing that for now. Let's do that. See, what I'm thinking is, let me just think for a second. If so this has to return an expression. Well, for now, let's just say, well, I'm not going to make this return anything just yet, but let's just say if we return a node, I just want to make the advanced work. So let's just return a BS node error for now. All right. So in that case, we can do that, right? And we would just say pos is. I'm not going to modify this to return anything just yet. I just want to do the advancement, and then I'll clean all that up. So we got. Okay, I used the wrong function, so 58 should be. I meant to use this. Okay. Yeah, well, in that case, we just do messy. Well, actually, hang on. We can just use this, and then we can get the actual big error later. Hang on, let's just use message. We don't need any of this garbage because we can get the actual error from pods later. Okay, so we'll just do that. Okay. Oh yeah, so we have to do similar things. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to make another error which no returns, and then I'm going to add a new one. Okay, I'm going to add a new one just for now. Okay. I'm going to add, let's just call this, yeah, let's just call it that for now. All right. Yeah, I'll think of. It's going to be merged later. I just want to test something. So let's put that back. Okay, let's put the exit back here. Let's go to expected. No, expected. All right, so in this case, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to call this other one actually. And I'm going to return the node error here. Okay. I just want to test this bit here first. I don't want the other things to error. What's happening here? Oh, I don't have my gen. Okay, let's do. So. That's annoying. Yeah, let's just do. I'll just write something for now so I can see where it was. Gen yeah, what's this? We pose one, expect two arguments, got one, okay, takes position. Pause. And we need AST.node there. Okay. And we did not. Okay, so this is good. So we got stuck here, right? We got stuck here, and we got stuck in an infinite loop because the parser never advances. So basically what we need to do now is, in this case here, advance the parser to the next statement or something. All right. Yeah, well, see, I'm gonna do a similar thing, except I'm gonna, instead of rewinding, well, I'm gonna advance to the next start of a statement. Or you see, if we had automatic semicolon insertion, we could use that as part of to help us. See, that's another benefit of using the semicolon insertion. Yeah, that's what I thought you meant. So that's how I wanted to do it, and that's how I am going to do it. Except that's what I was thinking. But instead of, for now, the easiest way is to use the node error, because otherwise I have to modify all the expression methods and stuff to do some type of optional or result. But it might be good later if we do something like that, and then I don't know. But for now, I'm just going to implement the advance, and then we can figure out how all the rest of it will work later. So, and see, using the semicolon insertion is a very good way to help with advancing, and that's another good reason for it. But see, what you can do is, so let's say we're here, right? See, what we can do is let's make it a method, right? Let's make a method called advance, where we advance the parser to a certain position. Now, what are we gonna do? Let's. I like to put my things alphabetically, but let's put it above peak, since it has, in this case. No, let's put it. I really should go up the top or something. I don't know. Advance should really go. See all my statements and stuff. Let's put it above peak here for now. All right, let's just, come on. All right, we will just put it here for now. All right. All right, and we can do token Well, actually, no. No, we want to. What we actually want to do is something different than that. Well, no, it doesn't matter if we use it or not, but that's another good reason. I mean, I just thought of, that's another thing it would help with, because if we did have the semicolon insertion, then the scanner would have already inserted semicolons, so we could jump to the next, we could use that as one of the things we can jump to. But like, so see, this can be, for now, let's just make this an array of tokens. But we'll fix that for now. But what we can say here is, for example, we can do something like for p dot dot toke for p dot toke not in to toke p dot next or something. We will make this all nice and proper now, but see here we can have a set of tokens which would represent the start of a new statement. So we'll do like that, and then we'll create some proper sets of tokens and things. But for now, I'm just going to pass in an array just to test it. I just want to make the concept work, and then we'll fix it and clean it and things like that. So this doesn't need to return anything now. No. Okay, so what we can do is let's do p.advance. All right, and in this case, what does it advance to? We can advance to, well, let's just add an example, right? Let's just say we wanted to do advance to the next function from this case, right? Let's just put key function, just for an example, right? Okay, this is just one thing, but let's just try and when we arrow here, let's just try and just jump down here and see if we can continue passing. So we'll just put function there for now, and we'll try just skip all this and just end up here. Well, really we want to start here, but I'm saying for now, really we want to go to here, but for now I'm just saying for simplicity's sake, let's just jump to the next function. Okay, let's see if that works. So we added an error. We advanced somewhere. Maybe we moved past function, did we? No, we didn't. So we are in expression. We were in an expression statement, we got out of there. We're still in here. Okay, so we're still inside the function body. So yeah, that's not going to work. We can't do that there. In this case, we need to, well, in this case, what we could do is, let's just say, for example, we could do, let's just try this out of interest. Let's just out of interest. And what happened here? No, we don't want to do that. We want to advance to well, let's see. We were in. Let's see what happened. So we were in. If we had the semicolon, we could advance the semicolon. Otherwise, we have to go to. So we're in expression state. We're in a function body. We're in. Okay, so we're inside here, right? Okay, so that's not going to work. So, because the next, hang on, what happened here? This might be a bad example. So we were here. We passed this. Why didn't we error expecting? right paren, because we pass this as something. That's a bad example. So we need to make expect do something as well, like let's not use this as, let's make a different example because this is more tricky. Let's just let's just okay, see here, right? This is what I was thinking, like the expecting method. This method also needs to know how to advance because that's a big one, right? This needs to how can we do that? So this that's tricky. Let's go to index expression. Okay, this is the error here. I mean, this is the place where we errored. So this would need to know how to so we need to somehow return from here. Let me think about this for a sec. Let's try something. Let's just try something here. So if this okay, so in this case here, we basically, what happened is we actually, well, in this case, since it was just the last closing brace, I mean the last closing square brace, we still actually completed the index expression, because, and really that's in, that got inserted automatic. Well, that's not, never got inserted. It just gen.b put that in there. But so in this case, that's a very, very simple example. In this case, we just skip down to the next thing, next closing squiggly squiggly brace, curly brace, squiggly brace. Right, so let me try to figure something out here. So what we can do is so yeah, this would have to be done. It would have to be done where we error, not in here, because this will be different for different cases. Let's try something here. So let's just try something. Okay, so that also works by continuing to the 4. So I guess what we could do is we can try go to another statement, or we could try go to, well, technically an if could be here as well. Let's just put actually I can do so now any one of these should work also. Okay. Now really, if there's nothing here, we need to know how to go to, if there's nothing there, well, we can have a general case. We could have Be back in a sec. I need to get a drink. What was I doing again? Get sidetracked easily. Oh yeah, that's right. Advancing. So we really need to advance. Not in the. It's past this as a. It's past this as a empty map in it. So if x equals empty map in it, like it's past it like this. Expecting it's past it like that. Hi. I don't know how to say your name. Jagolova Shlena. Jagolova Shlena. I don't know how you say that. What's up? Alright. Well, it's not a language I created. It's a language a whole bunch of people who are probably in this chat created. I helped work on it, helped semi-create parts of it, I guess you could say. But yeah, a lot of people worked on it. This is just a new compiler for the V language. So this is a little project I've been working on. Turning into a big project. So this really is part of the infix. Well, infix got passed. So if expression, let's have a look here. If expression expects, everywhere we have an expect, basically, we need to try and recover. So, but I don't know if expect can handle it, or if it has to be done everywhere that we do an expect. So we're using block here. Block. Yeah, let's go to block. Block expects the left curly brace. Yeah, my highlighting is stuffed up. I do want to fix that. I should try to fix that. Okay, so here we expect, so here, let's change this to expect one, the one we had before. And see what happens. It's going to, should try go to the next if. But yeah, it should, in this should jump to here, I think. Well, it didn't. So we, oh, because here we moved a token. See, that's a problem. Here, that's a big problem. See, we moved past the if. No, we did this. We continued on here. So I need to think about how we're going to handle these cases. I'm just going to pull up the code for the Go compiler. I know they do something similar. They advance to certain sets of statements. I don't know exactly what they use. Yeah, or it would need to advance and return, something like that. So if it was this, you could advance, otherwise you could expect doesn't return anything at the moment. Expect just errors. So this one needs to return something. That should work in this case, I think, but we went from here. No, because hang on one sec. We passed. We never got the block. Wait a minute. We did. You got to there. No, yeah. You need to do. Well, no, you need to, because in this case there's a closing. If we're here, it's not. We're here. Technically, we're here. We're here. Look, expecting that, but it's not there. So it should go to here. What do we got? Something. So we're here. Should just return a broken if expression. Um, oh, well, I don't think I saved the file or something. I hadn't saved it. I just hadn't saved it. Yeah. So yeah, well, in this case, if there was something, well, there's not going to be anything in there, but if there was, that's all right. But see, oh, you see what I said before? See what it thinks that's what it thinks it is? See that? Thinks it's an empty map in it. So we need a way to do this everywhere, really. But I think, see, I don't know if like this depending on where we are in the code, this expect, like for example, let me just go to expect here. I think depending where we are in the code, like it should, because we might not always be in a place where we want to go to, so we might have to advance like where we are, because we might not always want to go, to the certain place. We might only know where we want to go to depending on where we are in the parser. See, in this case, it's okay to go to here, but in another place, it might not work. We might need to go to a different place, if that makes sense. Let's try to just think of a couple other little examples of things that let's just try and break some things. Let's just I'll tell you what we'll do. Let's just search for expect and just have a look at places where the code can break. So expecting name, yeah, on import. We'll ignore the expect names for now because they already return a string. We'd have to turn some type of maybe make them a result or something. See, like this case would be fine. We get a next statement as well. That would work. Let's have a look. Okay, here we could go to the next statement as well. That would work here. Okay. I mean, same thing there would work. They would work. I was trying to find a case that would be different. Let me have a look at something. Okay, so okay, so let's open up. Let's have a look here. So we have this method, the expect type. So places a type could be used and we're not getting it. So let's say that we're trying to pass a type. let's say we're trying to pass this type, okay, but it wasn't there. That's, in this case, actually, it's going to think this is a type then, because, well, not in this particular function, because you can't have these have to have a name. But if it was like a C function or something, so like here, in that case, let's go to parser. Okay, so all right, here is a good example. So let's say we had let's just say array equals well, that's gonna pass as an array init. Then it's gonna think that's an array init. Or what if we had, that will pass as an array init. But what if we had that there? So we're expecting, well, let's see what error we get out of interest. We might not get an error because, no, we will get an error, I think. We might not get an error because it thinks that could be, that it probably should error in this case, actually. Because it thinks, well, the way the pass works is just treating as this is something which it can initialize, I think. Well, let's see what it looks like. Oh no, it's just passed this as an array init, and then it's passed this as an array init and then a anonymous block. So you'd have to check that the line number is the same in this case. Let's just add a little to do here. Let's say to do. Well, that's an unlikely thing to occur anyway for that error. Expect type. Let's try that. We'll see what happens here. It's passed this as a prefix expression or something, and then why? That's strange. Why didn't that error? I should have errored here. Why didn't we error here? Oh, we did error. We just never moved past it. I'm an idiot. So see, this can be an optional. So it was my. I'll show you something. It was possibly my intention to make expect type, well, error, but you could just do. I was going to make this optional, so you could call that function then error. Say for example, like if I change this to result, right, and then I can just do that. I can do that. And then this would have to be that. Same thing here. Ah. I think that should still work. Alright. Okay, so now here, like what we could do is, for example, here we could say, so you could say, you could do, or try type, or, and then you could do advanced. Let's open up the file again, advanced. So in this case, well, there's nothing underneath it, but it should work. You can do advanced to token statement start. Okay, let's try that. Well, it's not going to work because left-hand side needs to be something. Like, needs to be something like that. Yeah. What happened here? So let's put something underneath here, like expecting. I don't think we are actually here. We must be prefix. Why are we here? This makes no sense. Oh, hang on a minute. Wait a minute. No, we should be here. Oh, that's right. I'm an idiot because this can, because it was using that, it'll pass it as an optional with nothing, like, because this can be used in a function return. So that's why here, see, that's why it returns an option type without a base type. Base type is empty expression. That's why, because that's like this. Oops. It's like this. Like that. So in this case anyway, we did pass that, then we got to, why are we expecting, oh, I know what's going on here. So let's go pass, oh yeah, this was, okay, so that was because of, yeah, I get it. So that was a little, handy hint thing I put in for something to do with generics, so that if you were passing a type and you didn't have an initializer or a cast, it would error. So let's not worry about that for now. That if that wasn't there, if that wasn't there, it would work. Yeah. Okay. So that works. Well, that just works anyway. Well, let's look for other expect type places where expect. Let's copy this because we might need that. Let's just put that back for now. Let's delete that. So okay, an ASCAR. So that's a good one. All right, let's have a look at that. So this is a good example. So let's say we had let's do whatever. Let's do these are just passing. There's no type checking going on, so it doesn't actually check any of these variables. So it doesn't matter if it's not really a sum type or an interface or whatever. It doesn't matter. Well, I can just say like is. Okay, let's say you did that. Oh, sorry. Oh no, sorry. I'm doing a cast. My bad. As okay, let's say we forgot to put something, right? We forgot to put a type. So here we got expect type. So then this would be like what I was saying before. You could do or you can do p.advance start there, and then sorry, token. Okay. Well, without this, it should error. It should say expecting type. You should say error expecting type or something like that. Well, what's it done? It's passed. What is it done here? That's bizarre. Expect type should error here. Why is it not erroring? I didn't save this file. Okay. That explains it. Oh, it's still not erroring. Did I say? Wait, I didn't save the parser. What's going on here? Okay. See, fuck it out. I might have to go for a sec. Sounds like someone's having some issues here, so I gotta go. I'll sorry to end the stream, but I gotta jump off and figure out what's going on exactly here. I'll well, hang on. I'll come back in a sec if there's nothing going on. Otherwise, I will come back and end the stream.